his name in the Heisman talk. He is really devastating at the line of scrimmage, showing patience running behind blocks. And Coach said he belongs in this conversation as long as he keeps his head down and continues to do his job. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. He'll bring it out. It's Bennett. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Got the quick completion. Runs through the tackle. He'll step out of bounds just short of the 25-yard line, and this offense has an explosive play early in the drive. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. The run inside. It's McAllister. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Breaks the tackle. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. The Gamecocks headed quickly to the line. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Man, I love when offenses are not afraid to run the football consecutive times in a row or multiple times in a row. I know everybody wants to air it out, but, man, getting that ground game established, making those linebackers and safeties come up and know that we're going to run the football, I like the way they started this football game.
Throwing Sellers. Unloads to the wideout. And that one's too high, out of bounds, incomplete. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. Now here's Sellers. Pressure coming. Still on his feet at the 45. He slides and gets the 1st down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary.
You have got to have pass rushing lane integrity when you face this quarterback. On 3rd down, someone gets out of his gap right up the middle. It's easy for the quarterback to see. He just tucks it and takes off and picks up the 1st down.
He'll try to do it himself. At the 35, he's loose. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put him down and go get 1st downs. But I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out. And you can tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
Quickly to the tight end. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
And the Gamecocks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Sellers. Extending the play. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. On target. And that one did not work. The Gamecocks want to pick up the tempo. Sellers to the air again. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. They want to make sure they get this 4th and 3 play right, so they'll take a moment and think it over with a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. 4th down, Sellers. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. Got it right in the heart of the end zone.
And I love the aggressiveness early. Love that they went for it on 4th down. They punch it in. They get the 7. And here's the thing, Palmer. I love the aggressiveness. When you start to get this goal-to-goal situations, the defense now, even if they get a stop, they got to go the whole length of the field against my squad. Love people that go for touchdowns instead of field goals down here.
Well, I think the offensive line also helps the head coach make that call, knowing that he can trust these guys to get it done. These guys are battling.
And he loses the football on the return. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they'll steal a possession.
You just can't have that happen if you're on the return team. You know if you lose the football now, you're giving the other offense the ball back deep in your own end. Simply can't happen.
Here's Sellers to throw. Finds a tight end. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to him and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
Fires to the tight end. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Yes, that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cobb. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Well, as soon as he got outside the pocket, the defense smelled blood in the water. Everybody started pursuing. And how about the big hit on the QB outside the pocket? At that point, he's a runner. He's not getting protected anymore. Nice job. He felt that one.
Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defense.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Might be calling a hot route. On 4th down, looking to pass. Got his man. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Running inside, it's Washington. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Brown will throw it. Makes the catch. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. The Tigers have this offense rolling. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the tight end. And it took the defense a bit to get a handle on him. A little slippery with all those juke moves.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys, but that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
Looks as if Auburn will have enough for the first down. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. To the air on first down. Complete. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Auburn! And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. The run inside. It's Clark. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They go right back to him. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on 3rd down. Sellers through the noise. Here's the pressure. He's sacked. This defense all over it.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
A huge return there. Steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They'll give it to Washington. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Brown wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Throwing, Sellers. He's got him. No chance to run, but still a good gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Bought a little time, lets it go. It's complete to the right. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
And that play works because the QB did an unbelievable job. He's going through his progressions. He's sitting in the pocket, and he sees, man, a lot of space out to his right. I get the ball to my playmaker, and he does the rest. This is what's so fun about him.
Makes the grab in their space. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Haul that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
And the extra point splits the uprights. On the move from inside his 5. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Wide receiver going in motion. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Brown will throw it. Escapes the pressure going right. He'll pull it down. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. A first down for the offense. They'll give it to Washington. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air on 2nd down. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. Makes the grab. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. They'll give it to Washington. Makes it past the marker. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. On first down is Bryson Washington again. Maybe a crease. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And he closed the deal by racing 35 yards to pay dirt. Coming out with it, it's Bennett. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Sellers. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Clark. Got enough for the first. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Quick release by the QB. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. On the run, it's Fuller. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Timeout called here by South Carolina. That'll be their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. This is a designed run.
When you got the ball on their side of the field on 4th and 1, you are absolutely going to go for it and be aggressive. Am I right?
You are right. You know, some may say the quarterback talked the coach into it, but the quarterback's decision is on third down. If he doesn't get it, fourth down is up to the coach.
And listen, every player wants to go for it. The coach always makes the decision. The players always want to go for it.
Complete to the right. Lots of room to run. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And he takes this from inside the 5. just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll start on the ground with Washington. Runs through a tackle. And he's not going anywhere as this defense has no plans to give up a big play before the half. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Brown wants to pass. Here comes the heat. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Just enough time for one final play in this half. He's brought down right at the 30-yard line. That's short of first down yardage. Fourth down is coming. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. In the waning seconds of the first half, doesn't hurt to go for it here on fourth down. Quarterback may change this route. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Can't find a receiver, and down goes the quarterback. A sack to punctuate this first half. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We start with UCF taking on the number 14 team, the Iowa Hawkeyes. And it's the Knights, able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins. And with that W, they get back above 500, 3-2 now on the season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Richardson. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. And now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They start this third quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Brown will throw it. Going for it all. Catch inside the 25. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11.
And they're attacking the middle of the field. That's a big gain by the offense. And I know the big fella, I know it takes him a second to get going, but once he gets 8, 10, 12 yards downfield, those are big strides, and it's hard for people to keep up with them. Really nice job getting vertical. Nice play by the offense.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Makes the grab on the left. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. From the gun, wants to pass. Has it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Auburn! Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. Now they'll try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the third. Open space at the 25. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Here's Sellers to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. Bringing it back. He's at the 20. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Tigers.
And that is a critical error by the quarterback at a critical juncture of the game, right, David? This thing's already close, and it's the smallest mistake that could make the difference. That pick six certainly hurts his team, but there's a lot of football left, a lot of time left. You've got to be resilient as a quarterback. You have to be able to turn the page and get back out and attack with confidence.
You made a mistake. Yeah, exactly right. We got to flush this. We got to move on. Obviously, the crowd goes nuts. The fans are all into it. The other side's energized. Now you got to go get your head together. Go watch the clip, see what happened. What did I do wrong? You got to get out there and go fix it because you still got a chance to win this ball game.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
The give to the back. Got enough for the first. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Running game got it done on the last play, now it's first down. Running inside, it's Fuller. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Throwing Sellers. Under fire. Working the middle. Slips a tackle and he's got room. Flying down the left side. All the way. Touchdown, South Carolina.
It's so challenging to stop the middle of the field passes deep down. You stretch me in these zones. I got to run with you in man. It's always a good idea to run those deep posts, and you could tell they saw it all the way. Receiver, quarterback on same page, gets the big touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Richardson. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. down, is ready to go back to work on offense. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the offense says thank you very much for the bonus yardage, and it'll be 1st down after the personal foul penalty. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Brown wants to pass. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And you got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
It'll be 3rd and long. Might be changing the route. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Release to the back. They're working that left side. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. They were counting on making a few yards after the catch on 3rd down. Instead, they're staring at 4th.
Yeah, and I think a lot of times you trust your guy. You throw it to him and you say, I can make somebody miss or lower my shoulder and get to the sticks. The defense had none of that. Nice job tackling. Nice job forcing the 4th down.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Sellers. Pocket breaking down. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming, and there it is. Still 2nd down, but now the offense is operating behind the chains. The run inside. It's Fuller. Might have a chance. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Well, they were able at least to get a lot of the yardage back on that last play. And how about running the football to do it? This dude is special, man, when he's got the ball in his hands.
Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the big fella. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Here's Sellers to throw. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. It's caught. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Reads it, fires complete. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fuller. Across the 25, he's got room. Bust through behind his pad. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They take the lead with the 6. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. They They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. So here comes the Auburn offense. And now this offense needs a late fourth quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. Brown will throw it. Rushes on him. Being chased. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up one on the play. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Running inside. It's Cobb. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th down, looking for the completion. At the 45 on its way. It's a running room. Inside the 10. To the house. Touchdown, Tigers. The Tigers are back on top.
This is a special talent playing the tight end position because he's not a guy that's just going to catch flat routes and block. He's a guy you can line up all over the field. He can stretch the field vertically, shows off his speed. He has very rare athleticism for a guy at his position, and he showed it there on that long touchdown catch.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Tie game, fourth quarter, plenty of time to work with. There he goes. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Bringing the heat. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. The RPO, it's complete. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. Looks as if it's the junior linebacker who's still down on the play, and Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his condition. Looks as if he's going to run it. Crosses the 45. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Throwing, Sellers. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down.
I tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
The Gamecocks look to keep this drive humming. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Unleashes one deep. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
And he's not done, man. This QB is on a heater. He's already thrown 5 touchdown passes. And here we are late in the game, and he's still taking shots. When you're in a rhythm like that, you feel like any time the ball leaves your fingers, it's landing in your receiver's hands. And oftentimes for this guy today, it's been for touchdowns.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Going to try to get it himself. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the 1st down. And the Gamecocks with the 1st and 10. Sellers. Here's a heat. And they got it.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast. He's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
Back to pass. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Escapes the sack. He'll take a shot. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. Going the other way, and he's got room. Inside the 30. 10. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Tiger.
And at this juncture of the game, one play is going to make the difference. It's going to be a momentum-changing play. Who's going to come up with it that time, Pollock? It's the pick 6 to break the tie.
And the defense, you're thinking, get a stop, get a stop. This is late in the 4th quarter. This is how we're going to get a win. Our offense is going to go down the field. No. They get the turnover, they force it, and they get to the end zone to create the massive game-changing play.
The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. And now this offense needs a late 4th quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Gamecocks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Looking for a gap. It's Clark. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. The run inside. It's Fuller. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
I love the play call running the football here in the 4th quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
Pulls it in. That's where they'll mark him a very productive play and a first down.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game.
Finding some room. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks. The Gamecocks with a response and a touchdown of their own.
And it's decision time now because you score the touchdown, you're down one late. Do you want to just kick the extra point and tie it up, hope for overtime? Or do you go for two? Do you get aggressive? Do you trust your quarterback if he has to throw it here to find an open player and give you the lead, even though there is still going to be some time left on the clock?
He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cobb. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground. He gets north fast.
So they picked up that last first down on the ground, now with a fresh set of downs. Finds some fresh air. Drills him with the stiff arm. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the back. Gets it to the back. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Running inside, it's Cobb. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. The Gamecocks spin the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. Brown wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. The Tigers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Looking for a crease. It's Cobb. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Back to throw, and he's running out of time. Firing to the right, complete. Maybe some room here. He's brought down the 1, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. And the Tigers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Going to the run, it's Cobb. Touchdown, Tiger! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th. The Tigers are back on top.
And that is exactly what you want from this offense. Take almost all the clock, execute, and now go out and take a lead by a touchdown. Great, flawless execution by this offense.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37. Got to have a touchdown right here, and this will be the final play of regulation. The run inside. It's Fuller. Turns it on in midfield. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset.